on the Shay Shay interview, I didn't get into my stepdad a lot or my family because the one thing I learned is there's a lot of toxic people out there, you know, and am I toxic? I don't know. But what I definitely learned on the messages I got in comments, and like I said, I hate it when people say, I don't read the comments. We all read them. We're bored. Doesn't mean you have to take them to heart. Doesn't mean you have to really make that affect your day-to-day life. But I read them for shits and giggles. One thing I've learned is there's some miserable women out there because when the fact that I've been like, I haven't seen my kids, I don't want to see them, and there's all these women saying, well, when you cheat, that's what happens. That's the consequences. I was thinking, so every guy that we know that ever had an affair or slept with is a piece of shit dad? Because let me tell you something. There's not too many wholesome parents out there. So I was like, and it was always women. It was always women or gay men. Women or gay men. Those are the only two people that was like, that's what you get. That's what you get. You lay around with these women. You don't get to see your kids. They see that. I'm like this. I'm like, God, you guys are miserable people, just toxic. But one thing that I didn't realize it till I did Shannon Sharp's podcast. One thing I did not realize was I have no relationship with my mom, my dad, my stepdad, my siblings, or my kids. And I'm going, dang. I even asked my manager, I go, am I doing something wrong here? Is it me? Am I the common denominator in all this? Because I would say from outside looking in, it would look like I would be. And my manager said, no, when you can come clean and you start to heal yourself, so to speak, the people that aren't good for you in your lives, they kind of drop off, which I'm not putting on my kids or anything, but I'm saying like my mom and my dad and things like that. And I was like, oh, because, you know, I don't have any contact with, well, one brother passed away, but my other brothers and sisters, one sister, we're my stepsister, we're cordial and everything. She's kind of stayed clear of the fray. So we still have a decent, I should see her more, but we have a decent relationship. And then I had another family member reach out this week, and I'm sure it's because they saw the interview. So I had another sibling reach out and said we should talk. So, you know, there was a like silver lining to all this. So I think if you watched the interview and heard my side of things, you might think I'm a liar. You could think I'm trying to get sympathy, or you could just look at it at face value and be like, guy's just telling a story from his side of things. I'm sure other people that I talked about in there, they have their side of things, but I was just telling my side of things. And I'm not saying I handled things perfectly. I'm not saying I'm handle things correctly in every situation. But I was just telling what did happen from how I saw things is all I was talking about in the Shannon Sharp interview. You look back, you're like, yeah, I probably could have did that different. Probably could have did that different. As I rewatched it, I go, yeah. But like, even when I talked about my mom, I saw somebody was getting on Shannon about his transitions were off. Like, God, Gary just opened up about his mom, his brother at the cemetery, his mom yelling at him, and then Shannon said, "So what? You like black women?" Even I called him out. I was like, "What a transition!" But I feel like when it comes to my mom and my stepdad, and this is just being 100% blunt, I feel like they can't. There's no way they can look at themselves in the mirror and really face themselves. It would be a hard thing to do. They would have to go through years of therapy, years of almost unwiring themselves from how they're wired, because the just the shit that they've done and continue to do, it's so unhealthy and toxic